Ah, December, the month where you're one tangled string of lights away from losing your mind. Between holiday hoopla, guests, it's enough to make anyone feel like a frazzled reindeer, but don't worry, I've got tips to help you wrangle the chaos and actually enjoy the most wonderful time of year. Let's go ahead and dive in. Here's the secret. I love an old-fashioned page planner, not a fancy app, not a digital calendar, a real planner with pages where I can write on boxes, gleefully check off when I finish something. There's something magical about crossing things off your to-do list. It feels like winning. So take a few minutes at the start of each week to map things out. Write down the non-negotiables, family gatherings, cookie swaps, whatever holiday shenanigans you've signed up for, and then pencil in the important stuff. Time for you, because trust me, if you don't plan it, it won't happen. Multitask like a pro. Listen, I still believe in multitasking, but here's the trick. Check in with your own needs first. When the kids are napping or you've got a quiet moment, ask yourself, what do I need right now? Sometimes the answer is rest, and if that's the case, rest unapologetically. But if your cup's already full, that's when I swoop into multitask mode. This month, I've mastered the art of folding laundry while watching a good documentary or a guilty pleasure TV show. Sure, my socks don't always match by the end, but hey, priorities. This year, we put up the tree as a family, and let me tell you, it was magical. Was there glitter everywhere? Yes. Did someone put the star on crooked? Absolutely. But seeing the kids' faces light up when we plugged in those twinkling lights, totally worth it. So if you're tempted to handle everything yourself, don't. Let the family join in. Let the tree be lopsided. Let the ornaments hang 2 inches apart on one side because someone under 5 insisted on decorating their corner. But trust me, those imperfect moments, these are the ones you'll remember. I think it's also important to remember that you can still try to reach for the things that you need and the goals that you have, even in big months like December or when we have holidays. Is it impossible to keep things tidy? Well, sometimes it feels that way. I'm sure you're asking, keeping things tidy during December? Is she serious? And yes, I am. The truth is, the clutter usually multiplies this month between gift wrap, scraps, cookie crumbs, holiday decor, etc. It adds up. My trick, advocate for help. My OCD gets better and worse, I want to say, this time of year. I'm relaxed on the front of guests coming over and realizing things are not going to be put away always where they should be, and that's okay. But I also try to remind myself I'm in charge of my own destiny, and if I'm getting overwhelmed, it usually means there's too much stuff and I need to re-examine. Remember when I said not losing momentum on your goals? I know. December is prime time for abandoning those goals and curling up with a full plate of cookies. And look, I'm all for balance. Indulge, relax, enjoy, but don't completely lose your rhythm. For me, working out keeps me sane during the busy month. Lately, I've been loving Lola Young's album. While I run or walk, it's the perfect blend of mellow and motivating. So find what works for you and stick with it, even if it's just a quick 15-minute walk. It's going to help you find that muscle memory that your body needs in order not to completely feel like you have to restart when you decide to get back into it. So thank yourself later when January rolls around and you're not starting completely from scratch. You've got a little bit of momentum to work with. It makes all the difference. So I oftentimes get a little bit exaggerated. I'll sing and dance while I'm walking or running just to give myself that little oomph that I need during the holidays, we'll call it. That holiday balance is not always easy to find. I just want to assure you that the goal is progress over perfection. Some days you're going to give it your all, and some days you're going to not want to do it at all, but you'll force yourself to and be thankful after, even if it was slower than you normally go. I also love having a support network where I can ask for a little motivation every now and then. So friends or my partner, please motivate me to go walk on the treadmill. I need some encouragement, and a kind word here or there goes a long ways. So even when you don't want to, do your best. You can get it in. Another lesson is be expecting projects you think might be quick to not be so quick. So let me paint you a picture. We decided to swap out our old DVD storage for something new because they no longer made the old boxes. Simple, right? Wrong. What started as a quick task spiraled into a month-long mission. First, there was sorting, then organizing, and then finally the inevitable debate over what to keep with that random DVD from 2003 that no one has seen in 20 years. Spoiler, we did keep some of those. The moral of the story is it's okay if your projects take longer than expected, because December has a way of throwing curveballs. So please be kind to yourself and don't be afraid to ask for help if you need it. This project was a veritable who's who of whoops moments. We found some folders we like to keep the DVDs in where you could still keep the picture with the DVD, because I think it makes it easier to choose. But then we ordered the wrong inserts, so we couldn't put all of the DVDs right away when things came. We had to wait to do the return and then also wait for the new binding inside inserts to come as well, and then eventually donate the old ones. But it was a big project. The audio gets really crazy right here, so I'm just going to talk over it for a second, but it's just about my perfect blend for holiday good smells in your oil diffuser. I just wanted to give a quick update for anyone out there who wants their house to smell like fall and Christmas, specifically probably more fall. But since we don't have all the oils I would typically use for Christmas smells, you can still emulate a good Christmassy vibe with cinnamon, right there, just like 2 or 3 drops. And then I like to do 4 drops of the orange and then some type of tree. So I just did 2 of the cedar wood. And now I'll fill it up with some water. You'll have to excuse our real life mess. We have a ferret, and so I cleaned out his cage, and what you see in the bottom of the sink there is all the little pebbles that got stuck in his water dish, so I just dump it out. And at the end of the week I usually scoop and swoop all that yucky stuff into the garbage, because pets are gross but lovely and wonderful. Wouldn't trade it for the world. But this helps. Honestly, having pets is another example of why sometimes it's nice to have a good smell in the house. I try not to go overboard or anything. We just have a small dish with a handful of oils and then the diffuser right there in the laundry room, because it's what needs it the most. Oh, and there's my little Christmas elf. So furry and handsome. Look at him. Such a good boy. I try to keep our decor very simple and minimal. So we have a garland that we put the Christmas cards on. We have the tree, a couple of Christmas albums, and then just a few odds and ends around the house. We decided to put the rug away so we could do Santa's footprints without having to dirty the rug even more. Plus, it needed a good cleaning. I know. I'm about to do a workout. I'm going to do a quick 10-minute warm-up, not a full 30 minutes on the treadmill, because my knee hurts, which is unfortunate. But I don't want to not work out, so I'm going to start with the warm-up, and then we'll do some just strength training stuff. I'm trying to document more on my camera because I like the way that it turns out. So, just a reminder here, December doesn't have to be about perfection. It's about that balance, laughter, and the moments of magic, like watching kids hang candy canes on the tree or sneak a piece of pie before dinner. Keep things tidy-ish, plan your days, multitask smartly, and don't lose sight of your goal. Above all else, give yourself grace, because at the end of the day, it's not about how perfect your holiday season looks, it's about how it feels. So here's to making December the best one yet. Happy New Year!